Now, James Hopkins, you're watching the Weather Authority.
We saw a little bit of snow earlier this morning. We had nothing but clouds all day today, and now it's coming down again. It started about 30 minutes ago. And it's going to interact with an upper level disturbance over Texas and that south moving cold front that I showed you earlier that's working its way down. Looks like some clearing behind, but don't let that fool you. There's even more back behind that. That's really not that shocking. Everyone's come out to a hot car, grab the steering wheel, and it'd be hot enough to burn your hand. I'm going to tell you how long this is going to last coming up in our full forecast in just a few minutes. Back to you at the desk, Natalie. I'm coming inside.
All right, James.
As you can see, it starts to split off. This is what we're looking at coming in for tonight. Second wave working in behind it. For a state that boasts over 300 days of sunshine a year, we've got some catching up to do. When the sun comes up, heats things back up, there it is, popping right back up again, pushing its way in from the Gulf of California, working its way in. Tomorrow's going to be another good day too, but then things could really start to change because, you know, fall is coming. It's the last weekend of summer all through the Grand Valley. Now, some of these I-70 corridors could see upwards of 70-mile-an-hour winds. We're going to gradually start to get just a little bit warmer there. Wednesday topping out the week at 98 here for Junction. You can definitely see where that cold front is working its way in. Still nice and warm over on the Front Range, 82 for Pueblo. The snow started to fall, and it's actually starting to stick, which means the city crew could be looking at a very long night.
Last week we were breaking record lows, and now we're on the other side of the spectrum today.
Yes, record today, maybe even one tomorrow, so it could be 3 records in 1 week. Butch is lucky to be going to LA because it's going to be quite a bit cooler there than it is here. Take a look at some of the highs that we had today. Not hot all over the state, but mainly just for the west. Pueblo saw 87, Colorado Springs with 80, and Denver had 86. Up for the high country, they were a little bit warm, 82 for Aspen, 84 for Gunnison, but when we start to hit the west, that's when the heat gets turned on. 90 for Craig, 95 for Rifle. Work your way over into Utah. Salt Lake City saw 100, Lake Powell 101, Moab 99. Not quite that hot here, but the 97 was hot enough to be the hottest part in our state and also hot enough to hit the record. It tied the record. It was just 2 years ago of 97 on this date. Now the normal for this time of year is only 89, so keep that in mind when I tell you how hot it's going to be tomorrow. Started out at 60, which is right around normal. Montrose topped out at 93. Currently in Grand Junction, we're at 79. Winds out of the east-southeast around 7. That humidity nice and low. Montrose at 70, winds out of the south-southeast around 8, a little bit higher humidity, but still not much to speak of. Over the course of the next 24 hours, you'll see that high pressure pretty much stabilize in the area. It's going to move a little bit to the east of us over the high country, but for the most part, look for it to depress any chance of showers and thunderstorms overnight into the high country. And highs all around the plain states. Now for the east, we're talking about a cold front that's working its way slowly over right towards Hurricane Bill there. But it's going to slowly stall out as it hits the high country. Showers and thunderstorms pretty much all up from North Carolina all the way up to Maine. Now, the hurricane is expected to continue its curve to the right, but could see some high surf from North Carolina all the way up to Maine, especially during high tide. Showers and thunderstorms pretty much for the entire area. Down to the south there, humid as always, 92 for Miami, but with that heat index could see 101. For the Midwest, looking at 70 all the way up to around mid-80s, so pretty mild for their part. Now for us, 95 for Vegas, 94 for Phoenix. Now these are still hot, but quite a bit cooler than they've been for, let's say, the past 3 months. That's because of this monsoon of moisture slowly working its way in, not quite getting to us, but that's going to change as we get out to the next 7 days. We're talking heat here in the Grand Valley. Just how hot? Well, pretty hot. Most of the places are going to be anywhere 10 to 15 degrees higher than the normal for this time of year. Hotchkiss 96, Delta 98, Paonia should top out around 94. Work our way up. To escape the heat tomorrow, you might want to hit Powderhorn, maybe even Mesa Lakes. They're topping out in the mid-70s tomorrow. Might do some hiking up there tomorrow. Come down through the canyon there. 101 for Debec, 102 for Palisade. If you're in Palisades, I'm going to grab your inner tube and jump in the river because that's the only way you're going to cool off. Orchard Mesa should top out right around 98. Moving around to our neck of the woods here, Clifton 99, Whitewater the same. Fruita and Mac both hitting triple digits, and also up there at Lake Highline should hit triple digits tomorrow too. Glade Park getting into the action there at a 93. Now for tonight, 63 is where we should get down to, nice and mild, mostly clear. Winds out of the north around 5 miles an hour. Now for tomorrow, it's going to heat up, and it's going to heat up quick. By lunchtime, we're already going to be above 90. And we're going to top out 99. Now the record high for tomorrow is 98, so we're at least going to tie that. If not, we're thinking maybe 1 degree higher. Winds out of the east-southeast around 5 to 10. Montrose 57 This is where you'll get down to tonight, mostly clear. Winds out of the northwest. You're going to get hot tomorrow, but not quite as hot, 93. and sunny. Winds out of the east-southeast around 5 to 15. Now, this little heat wave is very short-lived because come Sunday, we're going to have a lot cooler temperatures and some moisture working in for the area. Slight chance of showers and thunderstorms working their way in the evening. Now, throughout the course of the week, look for those temperatures to get even more mild, a little bit below normal, but look for that chance of showers and thunderstorms to increase all the way up through Wednesday. Going to dry out a little bit for Thursday and Friday, but still look for those clouds. Maybe Friday evening, moisture working its way back in, but those temperatures are going to be nice, down just a couple degrees below the normal, but look out for those lows too. They're going to start to get back down to working away below 60 and actually down to the mid-50s. So one more day, looks what, 2 or 3 day heat wave, so that's not bad. We can handle that, unlike that 52 day
Yeah, I was
one we
going to
had
say,
last
much
year.
worse last year.
Yes,
Yeah.
much.
All right.